from the mother and son, tore the digital down. Dawn of the age of the innocent ones, the indigo children. The indigo children come. When 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 the indigo children EMP from the mother and son, tore the digital down. Dawn of the age of the innocent ones, the indigo children. Analog timepiece, skywide, sync to the ticker inside. Move to the rhythm of the moon and tide, the indigo children. Sirius, Venus, and the lunar child giggle and the flames grow higher. Dance in a circle around a central fire, the indigo children. The indigo children come. When 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 the indigo children EMP from the mother and son, tore the digital down. Dawn of the age of the innocent ones, the indigo children. Analog timepiece, skywide, sync to the ticker inside. Move to the rhythm of the moon and tide, the indigo children. Sirius, Venus, and the lunar child, when the flames grow higher. Dance in a circle around a central fire, the indigo children. Wine, song, food, and fire, close shelter and sea. No more need for the old empire, the indigo children. Sirius, Venus, and the lunar child giggle and the flames grow higher. Dance in a circle around a central fire, the indigo children. Wine, song, food, and fire, close shelter and sea. No more need for the old empire, the indigo children. The indigo children come. When the indigo children come. When the indigo
What's up, guys?
Well, let's see. There's clouds and well,
Yeah,
stars. There's moons, and there's gaseous
daylight.
daylight. Yeah, there's gaseous Magellan clouds of nebulas in the sky. But I digress. You only see the darkest of the dark. Uh, uh, Space is not what you think it is. Anyways, so how you doing, guys? Hey, Matt.
Hey, they lied to me. Jesus is up there.
Oh, he is. Well, that's good.
I
And
feel
hi, Chris.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
the last
Well,
song
one
was
day,
Journey.
we'll meet him. Yeah.
God willing.
Yes. Yeah. What do you think about the song? Yeah, I just like the idea of the Indigo Children. Yeah.
Trippy.
Yeah. Well, they're looking at the sky like a giant clock. You know, it gives as the Bible says. What is it? It's for times and seasons.
Yeah, for signs and for
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
It's a synchronized timepiece,
Yeah, for sure.
and every
And
timepiece
that
has
had
a designer.
that would have a designer. Yes, that's my point. Yeah. So there's no way out of that, is there?
Dude, there's this book by this man named E.W. Bollinger. It's written in like 1890s, and he talks
Yeah.
about the stars, the names of the stars, the constellations, the zodiac, and he says how the message was corrupted over time, but it tells the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ in the signs of the zodiac.
Nice. I should pick that book up.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Where do you find it?
I just I can't remember where I bought a hard copy from. This was years ago. But I just got I got it on Audible and I started listening to it.
Cool.
So
Nice.
just started it.
So how did it start out?
It's a hard read, dude.
Well, I don't mind hard reads.
Yeah.
I grew up reading books. People are like, I don't watch books. I mean, I listen to books. I read
I
them.
don't watch books.
I don't watch books. I watch TV.
What was it called? I missed. I just came in. I missed the name of the book.
The Witness of the Stars or
Okay.
Witness of the Stars.
Yeah, I've heard of that
Look that
before.
up. Yeah. The Witness
cool.
of the Stars. Yeah.
Dude, speaking
Hey,
of the
you know, Scott,
stars, well, I just thought of something. Like I was driving home tonight, and I was noticing there's a new sliver moon. You know, like I don't think it's brand new. Was it yesterday? Was the first when you first saw the new moon?
No, it's
Anybody?
waning. I think it's at the very
No,
end.
it's
before it goes
waxing.
to new.
No, it's waxing. It's waxing.
Waxing when no
It's com-
waxing when it's getting bigger.
It's coming back. Yeah, it's coming back. Yes, yes. Yeah, so right now it's coming back. It should be a waxing, like very, very tiny. And it was like late at night. And I'm like, what the heck? So I looked it up and the moon set here was 8:45. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense if it's such a small, because you guys heard that there was what do you call that, eclipse in Antarctica, right?
yeah, we
They call
tried to look for it. We couldn't find it.
the Ring of Fire eclipse. Yeah, I don't know if anybody got footage. I'm sure they didn't.
Nope. No,
Supposedly, yeah. So I'm wondering if that's if it has to do with that, because maybe the moon is so far. What would it be? It would be far south.
yeah.
No, it would be far. If it's setting, really late, right
Well,
here.
it's late summer in Antarctica, right?
But what I'm saying though is it has to be far away from the moon. I mean the sun. Like the sun has to be for that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the sun has to be further away.
The moon distance is pretty much average, like 230 to 240,000 miles.
No, not in reality. No, I'm talking about reality. That's not reality. That's what they say. Yeah.
That's their model's reality.
I'm just saying though. I'm saying the difference between the sun and the moon has to be different. Has to be a lot further away from each other to get those.
You would think the moon would need to be a lot further away from the Earth. Like,
well, what I'm saying is normally, you can look it up. Normally, the new moon, moon, like the crescent new moon, right? When it's so tiny, tiny crescent, it's usually at sunset. Okay, and the sunset today here around 6:10. Okay, and then the moon set at 8:45. That doesn't make sense. Like that's not normal, is what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
all.
The
I want
moon, the moon, whatever. I guess it's a waxing crescent. It's at the very bottom of the moon. I was like weird because it has been on odd angles when it's
to
getting the crescents
usually
waxing away.
you'll see the very tiny, tiny, like what is it, 5% crescent? You know what I mean? Like a 3, 5, 7%, whatever it is.
Yeah,
You'll see that at sunset, and this was 2 hours, 2.5 hours after sunset. So that's a lot different than normal. As I'm just saying, it's like off. It's off the average. That's all. So it's kind of
Well, it's not.
interesting.
It's like they do that with a lot of it. Like we've actually made observations with flats at sunset every time he goes to the beach when he's down there, and it's not where it's supposed to be by time and date. It doesn't come at the right uh, mark. You know what I'm saying? So
Scott, I gotta be honest. You sound like a lunatic.
a lunatic? No, that's me.
But
Well, I'm hoping I get trimmed out on a couple of these, but I don't know why you would go through the links that our lovely hosts there over on the other channels would do, like they did to me tonight. But I digress. I'm not going to even get involved in the conversation. Uh, Chris got to witness it, and I witnessed it half the night.
yeah.
Is
I hung around and watched it.
so how
Bad.
you went over to Discord after that, and you were watching Andrew over there. Was it worldwide?
No, it was on the
Oh,
Earth
Awakening?
Awakenings YouTube channel. Yeah, Andrew was on Earth Awakenings, I guess the Discord side, and I was just watching YouTube side.
Did you enjoy it? Was it fun?
No,
No.
I
What was he
started getting
debating
busy
on?
with a couple of things.
Yeah,
He
that
was
does
talking
happen.
about money, if money make you happy, if money make him happy.
I don't know. Has money made anybody happy here?
that's funny. We were just talking about that. I was talking about how like money. I try to avoid money making me happy. You know what I'm saying? Like when I make more money, and I'm like, oh, I'm all happy about it. I'm like, wait, that's you shouldn't feel that way. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't let money dictate your happiness. You know what I mean?
No, but
And
I
it's one
think
of
it's
Well,
those things,
fine to
though.
do that. It's
if
fine.
you
Yeah,
It's
have
we
fine
clothes
like
on
that.
your back, if you have a roof over your head, a place to sleep at night, food in
yes,
your fridge, you're richer than 70% of the world. I mean,
yeah.
you don't need
You
anything
wake
else
up and
really.
you
And
have a breath.
mentally,
You have a breath from
me,
God. God gave you that breath.
yeah, mentally, you think more is what's going to make you happy. Yeah, even rich people, they think, well, they're not happy if they get more money. That's what's going to make them happy.
Yeah, that was my point. That was we were talking about my band. Me and my bandmate were talking about that, like how some people just want to like keep trying to make more and more and more. You know, get more of this, get better of this, and everything. You know, like and that's not. I don't think that's a good way to live. You know,
Well,
just to me.
if you're comfortable like you are with what you have, I think that should be enough. I mean, I'm not saying, hey, don't make money, people. Because the world runs on it. Obviously, in order to live in society or have any kind of a semblance of comfort, or you need some amount of money to guarantee your livelihood. Right? That's what
Yeah,
society is built on. Yeah.
and like Carrie Skates just said, it's exactly perfect. It's like roof over your head, food and water in your stomach. Anything else is a bonus. Like everything else is like extra from God. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
God gave me
Well,
the extra stuff.
think if you're a farmer, right, and you have to live off the land, literally. I mean, if you're literally just farming and gathering from the land, and you have to make your own stuff, and you have to. This is how trade got started. I'm pretty sure that you get trade with people that do other things or are good at other things. Where you get your talents from, right?
Yeah, if you have like a
Yeah.
bunch of extra eggs, like for example, like think about if we have a bunch of eggs and people love them, right? And they
Yeah.
want eggs, and they have some garlic or they have some freaking onions or some potatoes. We're like, here's some eggs. Give me some potatoes because we don't have any potatoes for, maybe we were short on potatoes that year or something. That's the way to live, dude.
Yep. But I mean, they've corrupted it by overprinting money, and the very wealthy want to keep people fighting for it. I think that's what it really is. The real rich want you to envy them. That's why they make all these programs and produce all this stuff.
Yeah,
Put it
it's
in your face.
material. It's satanic, is what it is. It's materialism. That's it. Comes from Satanism. Wanting material.
Hey, Chris, did you say hi to Sav? I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah, I see Saddlebum.
All right, that was funny. He thought Saddlebum was Sav because he had the 369 at the end of his name. That was funny. What is some?
I'm not trying to
What
get
is-
out.
Yeah,
That's some.
Sav's got some. Yeah, that's
He
his.
both. He has a 369 too.
No, he has 6'9", I think. Some
Oh.
6'9", I think. I think it's what it is.
That's just random, right? Like that just came from YouTube that gave you that number. A lot of people,
Well,
right?
I don't know about Saddlebum. I think it looks like he added it on there. You can
Oh,
go in and
maybe,
change it. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
had
I
an interesting day. I went looking for a what do you call those things? It's a car part of some sort. It's
A rotor.
It's a
tailgate.
say what?
Head-
A tailgate.
No, I didn't look for a tailgate. I had to get a part to make my truck run.
Okay.
I actually
a
ordered
part
it from
of a '94 Explorer, right?
Alternate.
98. It's
'98
a
Explorer.
crankshaft
Crankshaft,
sensor,
okay.
and well, not the crankshaft itself, but the sensor and the actual mechanism that goes to the sensor. I bought both of them. I got it at Walmart, believe it or not, .com. Nobody else had it in stock. None of the
I was going to
parts
say
houses,
you didn't get that
nobody.
at the store, right? It was from .com, right?
Yeah, I had to order it, but it's going to be here in the morning. So
Cool.
yeah, I know. I got stuck in traffic. I had to pay for that too, and I had to pay for the towing. So I had to spend an extra $100 or so that I didn't really have to spend. After I got stolen from, I lost my job,
What?
got another job, making more, not making as much money. It's just like one thing after the other. It's just like one stumbling block in front of the next. Just keep tripping over these things.
Well, at
You-
least
did you-
it's positive.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, it'll all work out eventually, but I mean, even the card company that I got payroll from, that got stolen from, is not going to reimburse me the money that they got stolen from because they have some kind of loophole that they don't have to after a certain amount of time. Like, all right, and it's up to their investigators whether they pay you out or not. They determined I wasn't stolen from, so for some reason they're not going to pay me my money. And I'm at in order to get anything done, I have to get a lawyer almost to sue these people. They're planning on not paying me the money that was stolen from me. They determined that I went all the way to Seattle after work, all the way
A
from
credit
Denver,
card?
and I went to an
A
ATM.
credit card?
Well, no, it's not a credit card.
Debit?
This is my payroll
Debit?
card.
Oh, payroll
Yes,
card.
it's my
Okay.
payroll. Yeah, and so I went to this ATM and I withdrew all my paycheck in the middle of the night at 12:04 in the morning, and I kept money and I went partied in Seattle and I had to show up at work the next day.
Isn't Seattle like 10 hours at least? No, it's more than that, right? It's like
Yeah,
15 hours away.
For me, yes. I hopped in my Learjet. I flew up there because I wanted to make it look like a crime. So I'm trying to rip the card company off for the money that got stolen.
There's
I
gotta
think
be
the
a way.
Fed. Yeah, I tried, dude. I've been down there. I went and filed police reports in both the places here and there, and they're telling me I have to have a description of the assailant to get the video footage from the ATM where it was done. I got to give it. I have to give them. I can just make a description of, I guess. Oh yeah, it was it's a black man. He's 6'2". I don't know. I could just make it up, but I need to give a description so they could get a subpoena for the judge, so they could actually start the investigation. They won't do it until I do that. I can't get I'm pretty sure the video is gone by now. It's been almost 4 months since it happened. There's been one thing after the other
Wait, a video of what?
of them using the ATM where they took my money out. They have cameras on the ATMs. It's in a 7-Eleven on 112th Street in Everett, Washington, on November 4th.
Oh, that's where they
Early
used
AM.
it. That's where they used it, not where they stole it.
Yeah, but whoever had it got my PIN number too, because they used my PIN number there. That's why they discredited it as a fraud. But you ever seen the skimmers they use?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know all about that. Yeah,
Yeah. So they can get your
that's
PIN
all.
number too. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Well, normally isn't that for? No, I don't think. How do they get your PIN number from a skimmer? A skimmer just
Well, when
gets
you
your card,
no, with the skimmers that they put on
or does it get it
the push
after, just
pads,
after you do
you
it? Like it?
when you put your insert your card, it takes all that data,
Oh, it does. Yeah, 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 yeah.
the punched in the PIN number too. So they can get that. If I punch my PIN number in on top of a skimmer, obviously I did. So yeah, and get all that, and then the people behind the counter that are in bed with these people, and I guarantee it, they know their skimmers are there. So they're getting profit off of that too. They're selling the card numbers and everything to people on the dark web or whatever they're selling them. Yeah. And then they take it off and they use it. So win win win. They buy these numbers for a low cost, probably like $40-$50. I'll buy a couple of card numbers, and if they hit the jackpot, if there's money in the account, they'll get it out and they'll go. I guess it's kind of a gamble too. I mean, you could get somebody's ATM card where he's got like $2 in his account, and you paid $20 for the PIN number and the card from a skimmer. And it's hit or miss. So, anybody had that happen to them yet? Anybody else besides me?
I forgot about skimmers. It's been a while since I heard about those.
I had like $2,000 taken one time.
Yeah, I've had it happen a couple of times. But like my bank, like when I bank with Wells Fargo, they automatically just reimburse me the money because they automatically assumed that was a fraud because it happened in another place, and they're insured by the FDIC to pay for these things. And obviously, the payroll company I have is probably done. They're the same way, but it makes me think that they know something's going on themselves. They may be part of it. It's really kind of strange. I thought, like, there's a whole criminal enterprise that's stealing people's credit card numbers and bank accounts and stuff. And the police aren't equipped to do it. I've talked to them, and like they can't investigate all of them. It's like they don't have enough people to do it.
I don't know if it was, but it was a lot.
Yeah. Still, it hurts though, man. I had overdraft fees, like 7 or 8 of them because that money wasn't in the bank to cover the cost. Yeah. I couldn't transfer it to my regular bank account. Now I got rid of that payroll company completely.
Dude, where did you say it was? Where did you go to? What gas station?
7-Eleven on 112th Street in Everett, Washington.
No. Where did you get skimmed? I'm saying, like, what?
Well,
where did you go?
It's got to be. I've been to 7-Elevens here in town. I've been to Circle K's. I've been to. They're like they're older places, like older convenience.
I was going to
stores.
say, was it like a little shithole place or something? Like, because don't they have like anti-skimmer like machines now? Don't they?
I guess, yeah.
I thought they did. I mean, I don't know.
Some places do, some don't. Like there's an older Circle K that I visit a lot, where it's near us, and their equipment's kind of old, dude. So I don't think they're ready for that. It's been here for probably 20, 30 years. It's right across the street from me, and I stop there and get gas all the time. So what I do now is I try not to buy gas there. I go to a newer gas station. There's a 7-Eleven. It's a little newer down the road.
Is that card that you were using, does it have a chip?
Let me look at it.
It was a chip card, you know what I'm saying? Like where you can tap, like, one of those what is it called? RFID?
Yeah. The name of the company, Skylight. It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm sure they can have probably tiny little skimmers now, like just like magnetic.
The Skylight card is it's got a magnetic strip on it. That's the payroll company.
So there's no chip. So that's weird. I don't know, man. That's weird. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, these are kind of a low-end payroll company, and I hopped on it because I needed cash to pay bills right away, and I didn't have my bank account information to put in for my payroll service from Arby's when I got the job there. So he said, "Well, we got a payroll service. I can give you a card right now, so you can get cash right now." So I said, okay. So I even tried to call my bank because I was getting hired that day, and they wouldn't give me my account information over the phone, like my banking number, routing number, and all that shit. So
So that's the problem. Is it's not an actual bank, right? It's a payroll
Nope. It's a
service.
payroll service. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
there's all
that's
kinds of people getting in and out of their servers. They could have got my information out of that too, because the PIN number and
That's
the
who
card
did
number
it.
is on the server. Yeah. So
Freaking
that's
Arby's.
why. Yeah, that's why they're fighting me over it too.
I say we riot Arby's.
Oh yeah. Well, I talked to like a couple of people who work there, and they did the same thing, and they got hacked too. And they said, "Don't use the payroll service." They didn't tell me that right away. Nobody did. The manager's like, "Oh, get the payroll service." Okay.
dude. I'll
And then I
tell you
talked-
what. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. And then like 3 or 4 people that did that told me they got jacked too. Like, and they didn't get paid back. Yeah,
This is a class action lawsuit.
I know. I got to have a decent lawyer though.
Yeah, class action. He'll get like $2. But I just noticed though. I saw Arby's closed down. I'm like, oh, Arby's closed down.
Ooh,
That's
imagine
not good.
that. Yeah, people are saying they have like humans in the meat, yada yada yada. And I said, well, I want to try this out. So I took a piece that was half cooked, and we have like a little heater, and I roasted it just on the outside, and I took a bite of it. You know what it tasted like?
It
didn't
tasted
taste like
just like
roast beef.
human. It tasted just like human, didn't it?
Nope, it didn't. No. You ever had
Just like
Spam?
human.
You ever had Spam before?
Unfortunately, I've tried it like one time.
It tastes like Spam, dude. The roast
Ugh.
beef, when it's not fully oven roasted like they do it, it doesn't have that same taste to it.
You're saying it's pre-cooked, right? It's a pre-cooked.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
pre-cooked to begin with. Yeah.
That's all it is.
But-
It's pretty much Spam pre-cooked, except it's not
So
pork.
yeah,
You know?
I was thinking. I'm thinking it is pork.
It's
'Cause
beef.
It had the same. No, I don't think so. I'm just telling you my opinion. There's a lot of more hogs in the world. A lot more hog farms. They can produce that's why a lot
Of
of
course
this,
there is. But like, I mean, if you could just, you can easily take some kind of tester, I'm sure, and figure it out. That would be gross.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll-
luckily, I
I'll
haven't
buy
gone
a-
to Arby's lately. I don't go to Arby's.
I'll buy an Arby's sandwich and I'll have it sent to a lab and see what kind of meat it is.
I used to get the chicken sandwiches or
It's another law.
the gyros. The gyros are kind of decent back in the day.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of dog food. I eat it all the time.
Well, that's kind of what a gyro is.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing, actually. If you think about it, it's like Spam.
Yeah, we've killed 29 minutes talking about nothing yet. It's all right.
Yeah. What is going
Right.
on here? What was the
I don't
point?
know. But yeah, I wanted to get he did a stream. I wanted him to go over his
Who,
stream with
Chris?
me. Yeah, he's doing streams on his channel now. So
Was it magnetism or something? What was the last one?
he's going over the magnetic fields.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
he's doing. Kind of cool. I want to look at it. I thought we'd bring it up and look at it.
Let's
I think
do
it's
it.
got
Yeah,
more.
I got it right
It's got more
here.
validity than
Yeah,
gravity
yeah.
does. I can tell you that. I can demonstrate magnetism.
It's electromagnetism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's,
You want me to
it's
share my
electricity and magnetism.
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
You're going to cover yourself covering yourself.
So,
I've done it before. It's kind of a tough thing. If you're
No,
not
that's
used to
cool
hearing
though.
yourself-
It's cool because, well, it's cool. Oh, you mean like listening to himself? Yeah, but it's cool that like
Yeah.
you can bring on something that he already did and watch it again with more people. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or
All right.
let's give it a walkthrough, and you can stop and
Yeah,
pause
it
wherever
is-
you want to.
Yeah, listening to myself, this will be my first self review.
Dude, the
That's
first time I
funny.
did it, I'm like, I can't stand my voice, dude. And you hear all the inflections that you have and all your accent. And you're like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, Roger. Remember you were telling me like I have to stop being so nasally. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
then go ahead, stop being so nasally.
It's kind of hard to stop.
You worked on it though. I noticed it. And you're like, you're doing
I
better.
Talk from the diaphragm, man. Get
Exactly.
digging deep
Yeah.
like you're singing. Yeah.
Don't go like this.
Nah. Hi, my name's Max.
Oh no, Santero.
You're just jealous.
You're just jealous.
You're green with envy.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I'm not gonna bring up anybody named Ozium or anything that he was associated with in the past. You remember Ozium, right?
No, I
No.
don't remember.
Matters Now. That's where Max got his start, and Ozium was the
Oh,
Glover that went to
jeez.
jail for the underage prostitution overseas. That guy.
Oh boy, that sounds like bad news.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I don't bring stuff like that up. I leave it be. But I'm lying right now too. On top
You
of
just did. You just brought it
it,
up.
I know, and I said I'm lying about it too.
Ryan, remember Ryan was like, "You're lying." I'm like, "He's not lying. He just thought a donkey was a mule. Not a big
Yeah,
deal.
I did. Honestly, did.
Not a big deal."
I had it backwards.
You were very hard. Oh, look, Santero's laughing at himself right now.
And this goes out to Wes. Here you go.
Replay. Fast and Thin is 16,000 miles across, and by 32
Can you turn
miles
your volume
high,
up a little bit,
you're
though?
at
Chris, you're a
It's
little
all the
low.
way. Thousandth of an atmosphere.
That's all the way? Okay.
Yeah, that's all
I'll
the
turn.
way.
I'll see if I can turn it up on this side. Let's see. If I
Yeah,
can.
you can turn it up
1,000
on your
of
side
an
probably,
atmosphere.
Roger.
I'm looking. Hold on.
1,000.
Yeah, and turn me down, by the way. I'm always way too loud.
Yeah, you come in deep, man.
Well, it's my mic. I can't move it. I can't move my mic.
Moving the mic. Okay, I'm turning his up over here. There you go.
That
Do two
is
jobs at once.
1/100,000th of an
We
atmosphere.
can only do one job at once.
That's 64 miles high, and we're talking about 16,000 miles across. So I try to have people keep in mind is that it's very vast, it's very thin, and I'm a highly religious person, and God can see everything. So keep that in mind too. But just then, so it's vast.
Well,
and
really
thin.
quick,
It ain't
really
that
quick, what
big
you just
dome.
said.
Yeah.
What you just said on your thing, right? So you
Yeah.
said God can see everything, right? But of course God could see everything, even if it was a globe, right? But the time, remember when Satan brought Jesus up to the highest peak, and he was like, he was looking down at all the nations.
Oh yeah.
Remember, like that right
When he
there.
attempted.
That's some good flat Earth biblical knowledge right there. Because like,
Absolutely.
how could he be? How could he be like, look at all the nations and like they're all curving around the globe? Mm-mm. No.
His eyeballs curved, dude. Everything. Refraction. I'm going to go with that. There you go.
Yeah.
Everything's refracted, man.
Satan was refracting everything.
From every
Well,
point up.
I'm pointing out that it's vast and thin. Like they have it. A lot of flat earthers say it's a big dome shaped, which when you do a scale model
Oh.
and you use your measuring tape.
Oh, bro,
and
yeah. Yeah, like when if you actually put it like across like a what's it called, orthoscopic or whatever, when you see it from the side, orthographic, yeah. But it would be like a half an inch for like 24 inches or whatever it is. Not even, like it would be like a quarter, like, so it'd be super thin. That's what I think the dome over us is actually level, and I actually think it's like very close. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like,
I think it
it wouldn't be like
due to certain temperatures.
Well, yeah.
Too. I think, yeah.
possible, yeah. But what I'm saying is I'm agreeing with him, Chris, like, because it would be so thin. So it wouldn't be like, like they all walk around with a little, like, what's his name? Mark Sargent, I think, made that little, or no, I think it was, Mark Sargent and David Weiss. They made like it would be a spherical, hemisphere. That would be like insanely high. You know what I mean? And I don't believe it's like a actual hemisphere like that.
No, you think about being Polaris in the center, and once you get past the equator, it goes out of vision for the most part, right? So it's dropping due to perspective, but you can actually get a height kind of to it. You can kind of measure a distance to it due to its drop. So you can get the idea of it's not as high as you think it is. I don't think any of the stars are anywhere near as high as they say they are. And they put theirs at an infinite rate. It's like it's out of
that's
reach.
what I'm saying. They are very close, like as in like maybe even 40 miles over the Kármán line, 60 miles high, because Jay Tolan was in an airplane at 6 miles high, and you can see 2,000 miles. So if you do that 10 times that 60 miles high, you can see half the world from there, especially if you're in the stratosphere. That's clear. The only atmospheric, what you call refraction and all that, it's in the troposphere, like in the part towards the ground.
Well, the ionosphere is 60 miles, right? Like the Kármán line.
No,
Same thing, right?
That's stratosphere.
Stratus is 60.
Oh well, mesosphere.
That's
It
60.
goes troposphere, stratosphere, then mesosphere. Because the stratosphere ends at 32 miles approximately in the
Okay.
tropics. Yeah, that's the stratopause.
Yeah, but I mean, can you scale that height with this pressure though? That's the question.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it
well,
does vary.
yeah.
Like
I
during the
think
day.
I think I
Yeah.
show that in this video. I think I pull up my simple like
Go
my
ahead. Yeah.
spreadsheet. I
Add it
have it
back
here.
in.
Yeah, I'm not sharing, but it's right here. Like you see the atmospheric pressure. I don't know if it's zoomed in. Like 32 miles, you're at 1 millibar, right?
Yeah,
And
is that how you determine the height is by the pressure though? That's what I'm going with. Is
well,
that how they
if you
get their
keep
height,
It's
going, look
or do
look at
they
this
measure?
exponentially.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
just saying. Excuse
Altimeters
me.
use barometric, right?
Yeah. So that I mean, how do you measure? How do you? What were the feet in measurement? How do you get to determine how high you are just by the pressure? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah,
You know,
and I
like
don't even think they've been. They say they've been 20 miles high. I don't think
yeah.
so. And to get it's 32 miles. It's this. I don't think they can even measure it. They can't get that. I
Hold
don't know.
on. What's
Yeah,
20 miles? 20 times 52, 80. So that's 100,000 feet. How many feet is that?
well, the
Yeah.
Kármán line. Yeah, the Kármán line is what they say you get. Space your space wings is at the Kármán line.
Nice.
So
I
you're an
like it. I
astronaut
want
if
to
you
get my
go more than
space
60,
wings.
62 miles in the air over top of this thing. That's nothing when it's that vast. It's just thin.
Leave
Yeah.
that sucker up there.
What do you think diameter is there? Right there. Diameter would be what is it?
The
24,000, right?
diameter
Miles?
16,000
16 from where to where?
from the ice wall to the ice wall.
16,000? Okay.
Yeah, am I sharing my screen?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. 16,000 and 64,000 miles circumference.
Circumference is 64,000. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, since
So
you got this map up here, I wanted to just go over something right quick. Now, you notice how the longitudes get wider as they go farther south from the north. So, if you're going to draw a triangle on this and get a wider circumference as you go out, the triangle is going to get bigger and bigger, and it'll have a wider diameter, right? If they use longitude and latitude lines in their surveys, and they do, I'm sure of it. When they take they will get that's how they get their spherical excess, but they taper it into a globe. Like, what do we do with all this excess measurement we're making here? It's further than it should have been. You know, that's just my opinion. That's how the geodetics work.
On the globe model, from the equator back down to the pole, they converge, and on this projection, they're diverging the longitude.
Somebody's been to high school out here in the audience. I can tell you,
going to be stretched.
Yeah, they
Son
will
of
be.
a
Now, go ahead.
beach.
No,
Son of a beach.
I don't know who that is. Do you?
I don't know. I never heard of them.
Yeah, no.
Or her, or it, or bot.
Yeah, they're in my other channel. They're over at Welcome to Flat Earth.
Oh,
I'll go over and say hi to them.
that's how much they know. That's fine. Maybe they're normal. Maybe they're cool.
Yeah, they could.
Maybe they're a newbie.
They could
somehow. So
Somewhere.
anyway, really quick, the radius is 60. What is it? 69, 59? Right?
No,
well,
okay.
It's
Yeah.
63 actually. If you actually
60,
look at the
60. Okay,
Yeah, that's the official
6,300, right? Okay, so diameter is 2r. So that would be 13, or, roughly 13,000, right? 12, 13,000, right? Diameter, right? So aren't we thinking that shouldn't diameter between the ice wall be around 13,000? Is that what you said, or no?
I said 16 from
16.
ice wall to
Okay.
ice wall.
Yeah, because you have to add a little extra maybe or something. Okay, yeah, 16.
I mean, that ain't
my bad.
exact. Like
I was
64,000 miles. It could be 60 to 64. You know what I mean?
For the
Like,
for the circumference
but just 16,000. Yeah,
for
an
diameter.
ice wall. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, I
very
got you.
vast. Very
That's
vast.
what I mean. Maybe like we can't prove it, but yeah.
Well, we
And
need to get out there and prove it. Yeah, telling you.
would be 24,000 miles around.
That's the circumference of the equator, right?
Yeah.
24. Yeah.
64. Yeah.
But then if there's an ice wall, that would be around 60,000. Which they always say like, oh, that's impossible because you can't fly around there. It's like, well, you could, or in my opinion, there could be a different shape.
Sailed around it. Yeah.
It could be an ellipse.
At least. Yeah.
Well, you have the trade winds too, the high altitude winds too.
If you're flying, but Clark sailed that far, at least like 60,000 miles around.
He went 60,000 miles out of reckoning or something like that.
He went that far around the circumference, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't think so. Did that happen really?
Tens of thousands.
Yeah, it really
miles,
did. It's documented.
I don't think it was 60, but okay. Let's find out.
Close to it. Yeah. I'll go get his James Ross Clark. We'll look it up.
You know how long that will take you? How fast are you going? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they don't really. Yeah, they're using sail power, dude. They were using boats. You know, they didn't have motors on them. Some bitches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, eventually, you're going to slow down a lot, and then that'll take you like a year.
It took a long
6
time
months
to
or
do.
something. I mean, who knows?
3 years on this voyage.
Yeah, that's a long way, dude.
64,000 miles, man. People put like 200, 300,000 miles on their car. They drive around and around. This is freaking thing.
Exactly.
And it's all done in their neighborhood. That's unbelievable, man.
I know.
That makes me think of, remember the guys that sail in the South and how much slower they go supposedly. And remember Jaron was doing that whole thing. What was it called? You guys remember that? Like the
race
sail? Yeah, that race. You remember that though? He was all deep. Jaron was all deep into that, like showing how like the numbers were way off. And then all of a sudden he just forgot all about it. And then he became a glowy. Like it was right around the time that he was going to to Antarctica too.
Yeah, Eddie Banjo was the first one to actually cover that, and then Jaron got a hold of it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
He always did that. He always did that. He always copied everyone. Freaking Jaron.
That's Jaron. Now I like the way Eddie Banjo did a thing on the tides. It was just really cool. Hey Josh, how you doing, Dr. Bass? Yeah, we got more people in. And the Sun guy, he seems to have like a legitimate channel, so I don't know who.
Oh yeah, so
Sun Over Beach.
Sun Over Beach.
Son of a Beach. SOB.
Real person. Ding ding.
Great name. That's quite. I mean, that's got to be a real person with a name like that, dude.
Okay, so just let him go. What were you looking at? You were looking at something or no?
You have more to. You want to share more on your video?
Oh, we had stopped here. Well, I talk about the magnetic field. Well, you think of it as a disk magnet. That won't work because you know how it gets hot in the Earth's surface, and that's because of Joule's heating equations. So then you start looking at ring magnets. Let's see. I go over.
Can you play that 1.25 and go to the point?
Bad.
What?
Huh?
It's just his video. That's what we're watching. You're bringing something else up?
No, I like what he's talking about. He's right. Yeah. He's right though. Like, ring magnets don't work. Like it doesn't. Like
Right.
There's no globe magnet. Like this doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? There's a
molten iron core that supposedly solidified and became a magnet. Yeah, and then became molten again and it spins in other directions.
Okay, go ahead, Chris.
I talk about how ring magnets could be axial or radial. You know, top, bottom, inside, outside. And the inside outside would make the compass work, but then your you have the Meissner effect that's going on in Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a homogeneous field. So these are up, down, but you won't have the magnetic field that to make the compass work. You can't have it both ways with the ring magnet. And then I talk about Hallback arrays, which I don't know if you're familiar with Hallback arrays and magnets, but they align these in different directions and you get different fields on the inside. But again, they're either axial or radial. So you're not going to have it both,
Yeah.
where
So
a magnet's going to work and be able to do the Meissner effect because the sky is spinning, right? The sky is
Hey,
moving.
really quick, what's the
Right?
Meissner effect?
The Meissner
you'll
effect,
see it. Yeah.
You break it down
I
or
put
something?
it right here.
Yeah, I never heard
It's
that. So
a superconductor because when you get into the cold, like
Mhm.
Antarctica is very cold, so you're going to have superconduction. Like I was talking about the Earth's surface, you got Joule's heating, where there's a Curie temperature. When it gets too hot, it loses its magnetic potential. It's not
Yep.
magnetic anymore. But when you
Yep.
get really cold, it's the opposite. Things become superconductors, where they say they
Yeah,
have
dude.
zero resistance. Like this puck is going to have zero resistance, but it's a superconductor. They froze it cryogenically
It
with
spins around like the
liquid
whole.
nitrogen, or
Well,
it's just
once
suspended
you apply
in the
motion
magnetic
to it,
field.
yeah,
Let's see.
Yeah, Roger, you've seen these things, right?
yeah, I have.
It's
Yeah, I
freaking
understand the
awesome.
principle.
Look at these things are so cool. So yeah, so think about it's possible that the planets, like the so-called planets, could be doing that too.
Yeah,
It's very
Well,
possible.
I would say every object in the sky is built into a dynamo. You might say it charges itself.
Oh, this one's cool. I haven't seen this one, I don't think.
Upside down.
Upside
Yeah,
down, right side. It works either way.
Those things are awesome.
Where's the gravity in that situation? You know?
Refraction.
Okay, there you go.
Mhm.
Well, gravity's the weakest force. They'll tell you this, but yet it holds everything together for some reason. It's odd. It's weird.
So then I show how this here, at being an electromagnet, like a very giant inductor, how I explain about vectors, and you know how you can demonstrate a magnetic field with iron shavings or ferrofluids.
Yeah,
And you can see
it's
the
called
vectors.
Chaldee plate or whatever it's called. Chaldee plate.
Well, a very vast and thin electromagnet, it's going to have an even field throughout, and the currents in our atmosphere is this way. It's pretty consistent, and I speak about, let's see, how there is a voltage potential in the atmosphere. And the voltage potential, basically, because the currents, it's just, you could apply Ohm's law to it. Let me pause this for a second. Ohm's law is voltage, the pyramid, voltage, current, resistance. Well, the current's constant, then you're left with voltage and resistance. So when you go up and out the atmosphere, there's less resistance, you get more voltage. Because everything it has in common on Earth's surface is resistance in this 1 mile area between Earth's surface and the bottom of the clouds. That's what everything has in common is resistance. So, and you can,
when you say higher up,
there's
it would be
voltage
the
potential
same.
because you have induction going on. What
would it be the same in reverse? Like the higher you go.
What do you mean? The lower you go, maybe in the ocean,
you get more resistance to the atmosphere. And what I'm going to end up speaking about is ether, how it's an all-pervasive medium that is filling the entire realm, and so it's basically the free space in between the molecules. Like whenever these science guys will talk about black matter and free space. That's what I'm talking about is free space, is the ether, because as you go higher up in this atmosphere, say you get to the Kármán line where it's 1/1000th of an atmosphere, these gas particles, there's space in between them. They call this free space, but I don't see there's nothing. It's ether, and ether is a conductor. So when you realize it's a conductor, you see this induction that's going on, because it's a big magnetic field, and we're just now covering the magnetic field. And I'm getting to how magnetic pressure is what causes the compass to work, while also doing the Masner effect. But the induction, I cover that a little bit here too, but it'll be in a minute.
Still, without adding anything to this, a Polaris never moves, for instance, as a celestial.
Right here,
Polaris does move a
magnetic
little
pressure.
bit, dude.
Just a tad.
Magnetic pressure right here.
It circles.
This is explaining
circles.
how
like-
this is going to be like Antarctica. You know, and cold strengthens magnets, right? And then this is going to be like the North Pole, where you have the compass actually pointing to the South Pole.
Well, the best way to fill this theory in is somebody needs to head there and test it out. You know,
And I
that'll be my next
explain
chore.
too, the North Pole is like a shim coil. You could think of it, because when I talk about a lot of these electrical engineering terms like shim coil, primary coil, you think of copper wires as your conductor, but it's ether. Ether is the wire, the conductor.
Okay, so I'm curious. So you think that there's more like denser ether or something? You know what I mean? Like more.
No, this is just magnetic pressure. How these vectors?
What's creating? You know what I'm saying? Like what's creating this central point? You know what I mean? With the ether, you know what I'm saying?
Where's the charge originating from?
Yeah, it's kind of like you got to think about it that way.
Okay,
you know?
that's just simply induction, which
From the
where's that?
central point,
right
right?
here.
Like from the center
Right here.
point, right?
Listen to this, I guess.
Are you playing the audio?
No, he's just going through.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh,
listen,
you can't
he said listen.
hear audio?
No, that's
'Cause
what I
I'm-
was. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Share audio because like we haven't heard the
Okay.
audio.
What I got to do
Yeah,
is
yeah.
share it by the tab. Then I got to switch it.
Yeah, because I thought you were just kind of talking over it, like kind of explaining
Okay.
it, but you were thinking that you were playing the audio and you weren't. So yeah, do that
There we
again.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I had to share the tab. I can't do screen, so
Yeah, I got you. It's cool.
Is the what?
Y'all want to hear what you're saying? Okay, think. Well, now we hear something.
We hear him typing, but we hear.
Well, yeah, it's just
And then you
Well,
got
it just changed.
take instead of wires, you got to think of it as ether. Ether is what is the wire.
oh, now that's you talking, like
So
on the
moving
video.
magnetic field
Yeah.
through
Right.
a conductor. You
That's
know,
the
we're
on
not
the
doing
video.
wires. You got to reverse engineer for the Earth. It's the ether. So this is a moving magnetic field, turning the light bulb on, creating a voltage. Or you can hold the magnet still and then move this conductor over the magnet. It's gonna. Okay, this is like the ocean. The ocean creates its own voltage. The ocean is a conductor and it's moving through a magnetic field. It's called motionally induced voltage. And that's how they that's how they read the voltage in the ocean, is because of this process. Just showing the difference, of how one can create. It's called induction.
It's like ions, right? It's pretty much creating ionic voltage, kind of, right? You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, that's very simple in induction, right? I mean, you understand induction. So ether is going to be the wires, the magnetic field. I'm showing you with this, and see, what did I skip when doing that?
We need to find a source. That's what I'm looking for.
I think God's the source. God is the source. That's what I think.
Well,
I mean,
Well, he made it, so I mean, it works
But I
well.
think-
It's been going for about 6,000 years, right?
yeah, I think he's constantly creating the energy is what God's doing. Like he's creating everything, and then everything works off of God, and then
It's
all these
everything
things that we explain are coming from God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Roger? It's like he's constantly creating the energy, and then everything is, what do you call it? A derivative,
Yeah.
That's all
I
it
heard one of
really
my
is.
compadres say this: you can't have any of this without a knower.
He's got
don't
the
work.
whole world
In his
his
hands.
hands, he's got the whole wide world.
Yeehaw. Boom.
All right. Well,
Sunday's
I
This
guess
cool.
little
maybe-
light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
trying to get this MRI machine up, but
Oh, you got an MRI machine. Sweet.
well, I won't pull it. That's all right.
Huh.
Roger,
Well,
what
you know
does
what?
MRI
I know how they
stand for?
work. Oh God, I don't want to even think about
Let's
it.
see.
Magnetic resonance imaging. It just images, and resonance, by the way, is what you're talking about here, Chris.
Yeah, I like 3 months
It's
ago.
all
Actually,
resonance.
I'd run through an MRI machine. They stuck me in one. That's how they do X-ray. They don't do real X-rays
There we go.
anymore. They stick you in an MRI machine.
The primary coil, this is going to be like Antarctica. Then you got the gradient coil, that's like the coastal effect, and
Somehow,
through and then they got the shim coil, which would be like the North Pole. It's going to grow and shrink.
Oh, okay. The shim coil is like the central point. Okay.
It
Yeah.
helps keep the field homogeneous. The shim coil.
yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but there's something in nature that we could find. We need to find it, and we need to start looking for stuff like this. But we're not free to go walk
Well,
over.
hold on. You're not going to go to Mount Meru. You can't go to Mount Meru, dude. You know.
Well, yeah, obviously not, huh?
No, you're not
But
going
I'm trying
be
to. I'm
able
trying to go south of there, and it seems like it's going to be a chore, dude. It really does.
Well, maybe you're not meant to go.
No, my butt's on the line with this. I want to go take care of this thing. Namely, you heard what Duffy's planning on doing now, right?
First of all,
And-
has he been talking? I haven't seen him.
Yeah. Well, recently it just was said yesterday that he's going to make the documentary into a 4-part series. Now
Oh,
that's what they're. Oh yeah. So
was wondering.
I'll believe it when I see it. You know.
It's been a year and 2 months. What's
Yeah.
going on?
and
Jared
they
did an
have a
anniversary
way
for it.
to block the field, so it's only in, like, there won't be a magnetic field on the outside as well. But how a electromagnet works, maybe
I get what you're
should
saying.
cover that.
But here's the thing: is like if there's a ring around us like that, don't you think that we could actually try to penetrate the outer bounds of Antarctica and find if there is such?
What if the ring is infinite, like an infinite plane?
Yeah, I don't know if it goes that far.
I don't know either. I'm just
Yeah.
joking, kind of. You know,
You're throwing it
infinite
out
plane
there.
theory. No,
I
you
know
know.
who that is.
I know.
Yeah.
IP.
He's still around, dude. He is.
Whatever. People think
The
that
Infinite
though.
Plane Society, though. I mean, he's
Yeah,
still out. He's got
society.
his.
But you know, people think that though. It's possible. I mean,
It's
like
not no
you can't.
freaking ring magnet and all that. So yeah, and an electric magnet, man, it's about frequencies and things.
So there's
Everything
got to
is
be a
like
cause
flows
and
and
effect.
frequencies that.
Yeah.
With everything that. Yeah.
Instead of theorizing about it, let's go out and
Well,
see if we can find a
The
cause.
question is, could there be gas pressure with an infinite space? No, I don't think so. So,
No.
right? You know, so I think the
Well,
infinite.
to me, it shows containment as well.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why-
Like, so that infinite plane theory is out of kick it out of here. Get it out of
They'll
here.
say free space or something or nothing.
Nothing's
But
infinite.
when
It's
it's-
finite.
Yeah,
And we're
when
not-
it is something, then it shows it's contained.
And are we moving upward on a giant magnet?
And-
No, I don't
and
think
then
so.
and then if you say it's a conductor, then you get all this other stuff going on that they're not accounting for and they don't put in their science.
No, they
Because
want a
that
simple.
turns it on its head, the ether as a conductor. Because look at all this induction going on in the world and how amazing it is. Like daylight and everything, that's where daylight's coming from. Like you shave this off very thin. It's just very thin.
Yeah.
But
I completely get you. Yeah, so
yeah,
it made me
yeah,
think of
daylight
something.
is
Yeah. Go ahead.
it's induction. It's its own light. It's independent of sunlight.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So it made me think of Terry Eicher. He put out a video on Enoch and the portals. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You mean Enoch's Gates, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the same
Gates.
idea. But I was going to go
Portals,
look at Terry
same thing.
Eicher's. I haven't
Same
seen
thing.
his video on it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go by the book, by the way he talks.
Hey, really quick, Chris, do you think there's possibly like outer lands like beyond the ice wall
Mhm.
or
No, I don't. I don't. I try as hard as I can to keep everything. I have a zetetic approach, meaning I proceed by inquiry. I do one piece at a time. Like
Yeah.
when science gets involved, that's when you get into theories, hypothesis.
Hmm.
You start coming and you waste all your time because you do these experiments and you just wasted all this time on a
Theorizing, right?
hypothesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever
Hypothesizing and theorizing. Yeah.
when
I agree
when
with
you put
you.
this puzzle
Yeah,
together one piece at a time, you'll
yeah,
see it for the truth because the puzzle pieces are already there. And when
right.
you put it all together, you see the puzzle picture uh, for the truth and not what you painted it to be. And science says it all the time, and they'll force puzzle pieces in there, and it looks ugly. Like they
Yep.
say,
I
they know
agree
the
with
layer
you,
of
dude.
the Earth,
Yeah,
I
right?
agree with
Like
you. Totally.
they, but they'll force that piece in, and it looks ugly, right?
yeah. So
So
yeah, that's why their model doesn't really work. It doesn't. But I digress. And I wouldn't call it science. I call it pseudoscience, which is it's a scam for the most part. That's really what it was. They're wasting a
Well,
lot
yeah.
of time,
If
money,
you
and grants on stuff that's not relevant to what we're looking for. We're
see,
looking
Roger,
for
the thing about it is like he is trying to be scientific, like the right way, not the
yeah.
wrong way about like what's his name says, theoretical the physics or
That's why they
theoretical.
call it theoretical physics
Oh, I'm
because they
sorry.
have to. Yeah.
No, what does he say? What is what's his name from Michigan? Uh, oh, what the heck's the guy? Oh, I have a mental blank.
You're
Freaking
drawing a
what's
mental blank.
mental blank? I forget his name, but he's
I
always
have
like,
no idea who you're
it's
talking about.
he says theoretical wrong, and I can't say it wrong the way he does.
Oh damn it! Can't
Yeah,
make fun of them.
I can't make fun of him right now.
Theoretical physics.
Oh, that's anyway. But
Who?
the point is, though, like I like what he's saying. Is like he's trying to break it down according to actual science. Like not just ideas.
yeah,
Like,
Jamina said
oh, I
Michio
haven't.
Kaku. Is that who it is?
Yeah, exactly. Michio Kaku.
Yeah, I work with a girl who actually knows them. At Walmart, it was a really strange thing. She wasn't pulling my leg neither. She's a Japanese American. She was in a camp when she was a girl. So you remember the camps back in the day during the great what do you call it war? I think WW2 when they put all the Japanese in the camps. Anybody had any Japanese lineage, actually they put them in those camps. So she was put in those camps. And she said she knew who he was. I'm like, and I think he might have been in a camp with her. Is what I got out of it. So
Who?
weird. Michio
There's
Kaku.
no. He's not that old. He's
Mhm.
like
He's
60.
old, dude.
He's like
Well,
65. Oh yeah, they look
yeah,
younger though. You're right. He could
would
be 90.
yeah he'd be
He
a
could be
baby back
90.
then. Yeah. We should look that up, see what Mijikaku childhood was like.
He's not that old.
And did he go
Oh,
to a Japanese internment camp in World War II?
are you asking Siri?
No, but I should.
Yeah. Don't trust the AI. It's lying to you.
Yeah, don't do that, dude. Ryan's not here, man. Dude, Ryan is in love with the freaking AI though. He really is.
That's weird.
It's really weird.
Yeah. There's a lot of people like that, dude. There's like married couples
Dude,
that they
it's
actually
gonna
have their own
happen.
age partners. Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't you? Were we talking about this? Where they're gonna go date? They're gonna
I
take
did
their
a
like
stream on it. Yeah.
AI bot to the restaurant and have a date. Well, my wife just sent me a link, and she's like, "What the f is this?" I'm like, "I know. We talked about that the other night." I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy, weirdos."
One dude actually got married to his AI. I think that's what we were looking at. God, well, you would get any complaints, but how do you have relations with that? I mean, well, they're building
No, but seriously
robots
though,
now.
do you
Oh,
really
if he
think there's
was
gonna be?
smart, if he was
Do you
smart, he
guys
would have
really?
signed a prenup.
Do you guys seriously though? Do you think that there'll be more than like two people show up to that restaurant though? I don't think it's gonna happen. I think
That's weird.
I think everybody knows it's too weird. I mean, unless you're in California, maybe. I don't know.
Well, California's weird, anyways. So, are you going to play
Anything
some more for us?
or
No,
Portland.
man.
Yeah.
I'll kill it here.
Okay. That
Gosh.
I've watched
Yeah.
those the Mesner effect. It'll keep going, dude. It'll just keep. Sorry, I didn't cut you off, Scott. Just wanted to see if he was done. Go ahead. What were you saying about the restaurant again? Keep going.
No, I was totally joking about Portland. That's all.
Oh, hell, Portland. Yeah.
Just
Portland's a
Portland's
nice
weird.
town, I understand.
Portland's nice, but it's weird.
There's a electromagnetic. Like, can you show me an electromagnetic in nature?
Well, I can show you a magnet in nature.
Yeah, but
I have one. Yeah, it's a lodestone, actually, or
There's
magnetite.
so much more to this. I'm getting into lightning. There's thermoelectric effect. There's all kinds of stuff creating voltage and
Magnetics. Yeah.
yeah.
But you do need a. It's very organized, from what I can tell. It's definitely created.
Well, and it. I hope it. If like people sees it in the light that the atmosphere is a lot thinner than maybe what they had envisioned it or something.
Yeah. So it definitely didn't come from a big bang. Let's put it this way. It wouldn't be as organized as it is. Order out of chaos is what they like to scream. And Scott took off. Where'd he go? Yeah.
Electromagnet in nature.
Which Scott's on board with that. He was like, yeah, man, it's thin.
Okay. Well, I'll show you my magnet. It's a natural magnet. This is it right here. It's really simple. He's back. Yeah. I'll make myself.
Oh,
big.
hey. I was gonna say. Oh, were you guys busy? Oh, sorry. Yeah, load
really.
magnet, lodestone. Yeah.
Lodestone. This is actually
Yeah.
out of the ground, dude. They dug it out of the ground. It's actually magnetic.
Yeah, there's natural magnets. Of course there is. There's, what do you call it?
Yeah.
What's that one? Like they make necklaces out of it. This is natural magnet.
Magnetite. Yeah.
Yeah, magnet.
It's,
Yeah.
It's a little denser than the lodestone. It's more rigid, I might say.
What is a
But
lodestone is more powerful, right? As far as
No,
magnetism.
the magnetite's stronger.
Is it?
I've
Okay.
tried both. Yeah, I can
But they're-
demonstrate that it is magnetic. Yeah,
But they're actually real, made straight from God, and they're magnetic. Yeah, it's cool.
yeah. That's a magnet.
I was
That's lodestone. I got there.
The Greeks
pull
found
myself
those.
See this thing?
Yeah.
It works.
That's not bad.
That's a rock.
That's pretty strong.
That's a really
Yeah.
powerful magnet too, comparably.
That's
The-
more
the
powerful
village
than
or
fake
whatever.
gravity. That's more powerful than fake gravity. Fake gravity can't even hold freaking a butterfly down. No,
What is gravity? Next question.
Sure.
We don't know.
we don't know. Anyway,
We don't know.
moving on.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, I got to thank him. He's got balls enough to admit he has no idea what the hell gravity.
But I can dare to ask. I want to ask Chris if have you ever seen, like, if you take what do you call it, charge what's it called, the plates? There's two plates, you can charge them, and you can levitate, like, even wood. You can levitate tissue paper.
Oh.
You ever seen Good Times for All? Zach?
I've seen very high strength magnetic fields they make, like into the 20, 30 Tesla, and they'll levitate like the frog or something.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a level. So what I think it is, it's a level flat, like, we have the ground here, and the level flat ground, and then we have a level flat firmament roof, whatever you want to call it, and
Yeah.
that's what is actually creating the gravity from electromagnetism and what else? What is
Yeah.
it? What else is it? Oh, buoyancy and density. Yes,
Well, I
Roger.
don't know. Buoyancy is a description of what density and
It's
RDD,
all
basically.
variables.
It's
It's
coincidence,
all. I
yeah.
think there's a lot of variables involved.
Yeah, that's displacement, pretty much.
Yeah, displacement and density actually what causes buoyancy.
But there's
Yeah,
also
they-
electric. There's potential. There's in the atmosphere, like you're saying, that is also making this biased. Why everything's on the ground, on the earth, all the dense material, all the resistance.
Well, like you were talking
magnet.
about, what is it? Every meter is 100 voltage. What is it? Every meter is 100 volts, right?
Yeah, the atmospheric voltage potential gradient.
Yeah.
So this is I was going to show this for a little bit. You guys are interested in Terry Eicher stuff? Have you ever watched it?
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, this guy did a video back in 2015 about Enoch's portals, and when he describes it, it reminds me a lot of what you're talking about with the ring magnet, like what Enoch described in his book.
Well, it's
Yes.
axial radio,
Yeah.
right? But
Say again.
it's either axial or radial. There's two different kinds of ring magnets.
Yeah.
Because a magnet ain't going to work when it's molten lava and stuff, right? Because of the Curie temperature.
Yeah.
So that's so what? Now you got an inductor going throughout this entire because it's consistent. It's throughout. Okay.
Yep.
So
let's take-
Enoch's gates, really quick. Let me just
Yeah.
guess here, right? So the moon and the sun are both going through. They're both spinning around the flat Earth, right?
Mhm.
And then they change. They do change elevation, right? They change elevation and they change their, what do you call that? The Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn.
Latitude.
Longitude actually. Oh,
No,
latitude. That way would be latitude. Yeah. So latitude and elevation and longitude all at the same time, except for the moon is doing it once every month or 28 days, 28 and a half days. And then the sun does it once every so-called year, right? And they're always, and that's what the gates are, right?
Yeah,
Enoch's
I
gates.
think so. But I mean, you still got to
portals.
take like perspective and the angle to the said moon and sun. That actually, you've seen how perspective works.
Yeah, well,
so
they're also
I don't think the elevations really change as much as
they do because they go up and down, they go up and then down and then back up and then, like that's what they do. That's how the analemma.
This latitude change, like you said, the going from the tropics back and forth. The atmosphere is also relevant. In the tropics, it's the tropopause is 12 miles, but in the poles, it's 6 miles.
Yes, exactly.
But
so it's always bending and
the magnetic. But I was just saying the magnetic field is there's so much at play. It's like all these little things that adds up to be something amazing. That's why it always is. It's a lot of simple things, but there's a lot of pieces. It's like this is God's creation. It's the biggest puzzle ever created, right? But it's a lot of simple things that adds up. Like I'll show in lightning, it's all these little things that adds up to be amazing. Where they take one thing and they'll say like ice crystals are knocking into each other and creating all this static. So they'll they'll say the static and they'll have huge equations, like it'll be pages long, and then they'll elaborate on this one thing where really it's a lot of simple things that adds up.
Hey Chris, do you think that the planets, like the wandering, quote unquote wandering stars above our heads, right? Do you think they affect the magnetism too? Like the magnetism of the realm?
I don't know.
I'd imagine they probably do. Right? Maybe.
That's difficult.
It's hard to tell
because I'm trying to nail down this atmosphere and what we can verify ourselves, like between Earth's surface and the stratosphere, basically.
Yeah.
So to go out with the limited data that we have, it'd be nice to have hard data, and then it'd be a lot faster. But anyway, you do it, just trying to do it one piece at a time.
Well, because the reason why I ask is because I've heard like people say that the moon, or maybe the moon even like it might be metal, and like Mercury might be metal, and like there could be metals up there, like kind of doing the whole quantum locking. You know what I mean?
I heard the moons are rocking in the sky too. I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
I would just say it's not that. I would speculating. Like I could say, I think the moon's a diode, like a light emitting diode, cold light type stuff. But it's more than that. It's not just that. It's a lot of other. You got to think outside the box. You got to reverse engineer it from the things I'm telling you.
Like when you say
a conductor. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I want to say, hey, ever look at a battery, right? An alkaline battery. You ever seen it discharge its content? Doesn't have like a crusted coat like the moon itself has. So if it's part of the battery system, if it's magnetically locked, it may be a metal of some sort or an alkaline thing. But I can't tell you. It's just
It's
it seems
possible.
that
Yeah,
it's not just a
possible.
plasma that like everybody thinks it is necessarily. Everything in the
Yeah,
universe is the four states of matter. You've heard that, right? You know what they are.
yeah.
With liquid, gas, plasma,
Plasma.
and plasma. No, the sun's a plasma in the sky.
Plasma.
Well, I think
Yeah,
that kind of thought process is to make you dumb down. Honestly,
It's
like
yeah,
there's
it's
four things. Like you just said,
it's
there's
hot
way more
fusion, yeah.
variables, dude. There's so many variables, and I think that only God knows, in my opinion. But we can try to.
It's hot fusion, and they try recreating that with tokamaks, and they destroy it with the heat because there's a Curie temperature, and that destroys magnetic field. So they are way off.
well, they've been trying to reproduce it. They have a sphere they built, and they scaled it down, and they try to rotate it like the Earth, but they can't quite get it up to speed. But they can't induce a magnet with it. They made a core in it out of a salt, a heavier salt that supposedly would mimic the magma. You know, they can't make it magnetic, but they can run magnetism through it. Is what they're doing. You want to share something again?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Am I on? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
These are toroidal plasma balls. And this is basically what a tokamak is. They'll take this spinning plasma and then they'll try to get energy out of that. Like, and they don't get anything. And they heat it up to like the sun's temperature.
It doesn't
Right?
look like the sun
So
to me.
because they're using a magnetic field to create
Yeah, I know how to
this.
contain it. Yeah,
There's a primary coil and a secondary coil under here. They're pancakes. And then you get this in this vacuum tube. It's a very low pressure tube, 3 torr or whatever, 3 millibar. I don't know, very low pressure.
that's probably as low as they can
And
get
they
it
and
in
they
that
put a
size.
tiny bit of gas as a bias. You know, the temperature or the pressure in there is already 1/1000th, 3/1000th. So that 3 parts whatever is the gas that gives it the bias. These different colors, like they do in neon glass tubes. The
Yeah,
neons are low
me
pressure.
and Ryan have done a show on this particular thing, and depending
These are
on
cool.
what,
Those
yeah,
are super cool. I like them. Them
some guy was speculating that the stars were each like mounted in a basically in a small tube like this. He was demonstrating. He put 2 magnets on both sides of it. I think they were coil magnets he put on both sides, and he was making uh, the
they
light
got
dance in it. Yeah.
inductors are well, the 2 coils. The coils are inductors.
Yeah. So let's get on to Enoch right quick. Yeah, we'll see what the portal. We'll see what Terry's got to say about it.
All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
I want to explain something to you really, really quick, just in case you didn't understand it, because it's really, really simple. Now, here as you can see the flat earth map, you guys are familiar with this. Now you know the summer solstice, the sun is making its small circuit around the north. And it works its way back out into the fall, back out to the winter solstice, which is on its longer circuit. Okay, now, just in case you didn't understand what the portals meant, I'm going to explain it really, really quick. Now here I have drawn a rough draft, because I don't want to draw on my map. So let me explain this really, really quick. Okay, you have your North Pole here, and you have your South, which is the southern ice wall. Okay, now in the book of Enoch, when it says that the sun goes from the second portal into the first portal into the second, and then from the second into the third, well, it's really, really simple. All the portals basically are, or what they stand for, you got to remember they're talking in ancient times. So in the winter, the sun starts to move in, which is coming into the spring. So month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6. Half of the year, it goes from the winter into the spring, then into the summer. That's 6 months. It takes it 6 months to get to its inner circuit. Okay, and then when when you hear it reversed in the book of Enoch, when it says, then the sun has made its circuit, and it goes from portal 6 back to portal 5, and then from portal 5 back to portal 4, and then the nights get longer. The nights start getting longer because the sun is moving back out in its circuit. It's going back out to its winter solstice. So therefore, when it says portals, it sounds like it's going backwards when it says that, when it says it goes from the 6th portal back to the 5th portal, and then back from the 5th portal to the 4th portal. So it's really, really simple. I just wanted to explain that to you guys in case you didn't understand what the portals meant. And the 30 days, you got to remember a month. Most months are 30 days, 31 days, depending on which month you're speaking of. So it takes 6 months going in and 6 months coming back out. So 6 months to go from portal 1 to portal 6, then another 6 months to get from portal 6 back to portal 1. So what they've ingeniously done is took this whole flat earth map, and they took it and they turned the whole thing into a ball. Now what happens if I take this map right here? If I take this whole map and I just fold the paper up into a ball, well, guess what? This ice ring becomes a white continent on the other side of this piece of paper. That's what they ingeniously done. They're not stupid, they're smart. They know exactly what they're doing. They're manipulating you. And it's really, really, really simple. Thanks for watching once again, and God bless.
And all he's offering is the truth. Yes.
Truth, and there is no spoon.
Well, there is a spoon, but they bent the spoon. And they can very easily do it if they teach you their basic principles of what they think the earth is, and only let you go to certain places. They can hide this shit real easy, dude. They obviously have over the last 200, 300 years. So they've changed cosmology and bent it to the philosophers. So, yeah. It's not science anymore. It's philosophy.
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Ryan. We were going over one of your favorite things with the
Oh boy.
induction magnets and plasma. Remember the guy you brought the video over to me?
Yes,
He's a
Dave
Globy.
LaPointe.
Yeah.
David LaPointe. Yeah.
What's up?
He's one of my favorites. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but he's got a lot of interesting things to talk about.
And where did Scott go? Wessel?
I don't know.
Probably got to get some sleep. I got to get
I
some
took
sleep.
his place, maybe.
I do too.
Yeah.
You
I
can
do
sleep
have
in your
to work.
bed, man. Fuck, why is there
No,
such
yeah,
women?
I gotta go make some imitation beef sandwiches tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
For like 6
Sure.
hours. Yeah.
Well, you don't know what's in there. You just slice it and serve it, right?
Well, I've eaten it.
I know, but I'm Well, yeah,
tastes like pork loin to me, dude.
we all
If you,
we all know that if it tastes good, it's probably good, right? Not. Usually, the better it tastes, the probably the worse it is for you.
yeah, you heard what I was serving on Ash Wednesday. I was serving fish sandwiches left and right.
That's interesting. What, nobody eats
That's
meat on
weird,
Sunday?
dude. Arby's. Yeah.
Nobody eats on Ash Wednesday?
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
was
weird.
walking to people after we did the stream with you, Matthew, and I'm like, a happy Fat Tuesday. And they're like, it's Fat Tuesday? Like, yep. They didn't know.
No, they didn't know.
Most people
I'm
don't.
fat every day.
When I was growing up, I went to Catholic school and we celebrated Fat Tuesday. You know,
Yeah,
they
wow.
put on a
You get
little.
that?
I grew up in New Orleans. You would get a week off of school.
Nice.
A week?
I'm
Wow.
pretty sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I want to ask Chris, what do you think of Terry Eicher's explanation for Enoch's portals, as it would go?
I didn't understand him. I didn't understand it at all. So he tried explaining it, and I'm still confused about. I mean, I don't know his position. Portals.
It was just the seasons. He's not talking about an actual portal.
Okay, so he's talking about when you say portal, you're just talking about a
It's a
monthly.
month.
It's
Yeah,
just a
a month of
point,
the
a
year.
point that the sun. It's like a click. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how the stars rotate, like the
Yeah,
not just
yeah, yeah,
Polaris,
yeah.
but you know how like in the
I get it.
springtime, you notice how you'll see Orion coming up, and it'll be on your far left. It'll be like in the east, and then after at the end of the summer, like right now, it's on. By the time it gets nighttime, by the time you see Orion, it's way over to the right. It's already in the west, right? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause everything's
Yeah,
rotating, right,
that's
as it goes around. But it's
that.
not that it's
Yeah.
rotating like that, but it's just like every night at a certain time. If you look at the sky at the same time every night, you'll notice that it's turned just a little bit more to the right every night. So it's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a
Yeah. The stars will
They're rotating, right?
go
They move
around in
around.
here.
That's
Right.
where you get your swastika and all that other stuff, all those symbols.
yeah.
It
I
is like
tattooed on my arm.
slip a tiny little bit, and every 25,000 years, it'll
I don't
make
know, dude. You see, now you're making
forget.
a claim. I don't think anybody's been around 25,000 years. You see,
Well,
I would go
it
down.
could be like a big.
We
It could like it
no.
could be on a
It only
timer like
takes
that.
1 year to see the slip.
So that, yeah, I know, but I mean,
Yeah, but it
That's why
doesn't.
we
It
have leap
doesn't do
years,
anything. It doesn't
and
ever change. It's the same.
nobody's been,
but
nobody's even made records that far back. That's what I'm trying to say.
no,
But
Well,
we
maybe
know
there weren't records.
that over 2000. Well, they claim that they get these numbers from 2,000 years of recorded observation.
Right.
I think that's a long period of time.
yeah,
You could be some error in there,
Well, yeah, but
there
you're also
really could be.
assuming that we were dumber in the past, but we were not. We weren't necessarily dumb.
Nope.
I don't know what constellation was, at sunrise, but now it's further around. Like, okay, you were talking about Orion in North America. We see Orion in the winter,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, you
We
don't see.
don't
Yeah,
see
you
it in
don't.
the
You don't
summer.
see it at the other
So
times. Yeah.
in 12,000 years, we would see it in the summer, if that makes sense.
Well, they say
I don't
that,
know.
but like I said, I've
And
been
not
around 50-some years and it hasn't changed. So I mean, I can't see it. If it hasn't changed in 50 years, why would it change now? You know?
Yeah, I
But
know.
something we can confirm is the Metonic cycle, which every 19 years the sun and moon resets, meaning the position that the phase of the moon and where they're at in the sky today, 19 years from today, they'll be in the exact same spot.
Yeah,
Right.
And we can
we don't
verify
want to.
that. We've had, yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
don't
there's
want to bury
basically
myself
a
in
bunch
that
of different
math that
spots in the
far.
sky.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
Now, I could go with that cycle, but I mean, the thing is, like, can we predict cycles 25,000 years in advance?
Yeah, you
But
can.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a synchronized timepiece because the Metonic cycles divide into the astronomical cycle, meaning everything will be
Yes.
back to exact
Yeah,
same
well,
point as it was
And you know what? You can
for
count on the
25,000
stars.
years.
You can actually count on the stars being in a certain place, and when you plant your vegetables and stuff.
And that
They use it for
includes
years.
the wandering stars because you got to count for everything.
Yeah.
The wandering,
Well,
the
yeah.
fixed,
Venus, depending on
sun
where
and
Venus is
moon.
at, that's when you plant. Yeah, I've read all kinds of weird stuff in the
You
Farmer's
can't
Almanac that
say
blew my mind, bro.
the year the fixed stars slip just a tiny bit every year, and now you're a generator or a motor or something. No, that's ridiculous. It's a synchronized timepiece.
yeah, but
It's a perfect
Keep the season.
perpetual machine. It's
Yeah.
a timepiece created by a
Exactly.
designer.
yeah, well,
You know
I
what I
understand
mean?
that, but there has to be a mechanism that powers it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously there is, but how would you explain that when we don't even know? We're
It's
not even sure.
self-powering,
We
man.
just assume that it's some kind of magnetic field that makes it rotate, right? But we don't know. Maybe it comes down through a hole in the sky and through the dome, and then it hits the dome just right, and it makes it do a
It's
circle. I don't
ridiculous,
know.
man.
You know,
It's God's creation, man. It's something
there's
special.
so many
It's
like
a lot of little things adds up to be
So
some
let's
beautiful,
try
amazing
not to
thing.
wrap our heads too far around it, man.
Well, I'm
'cause
just saying there's
you'll
lots
get
of possibilities, right? Because of the
yeah,
way things are and
there
all
are.
the anomalous stuff that we see. There has to be an explanation.
Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on the thing we started off with on the last stream. Remember, we were going over sea level and the cause of it, and why an ocean could be at a different level with the temperature and all. I wanted to go play some more of that video because he's getting ready to go into Coriolis effect, the spin of the Earth. Yeah,
Whatever it is.
yeah, I know.
The Earth isn't
That's
spinning;
the
it's
point.
the sky that's spinning, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I know, but he's trying to describe water behavior, and he's going to get into atmosphere
But he's going
behavior
to
and
get
go
an F
into
because
hurricanes.
it's stupid. You're never going to figure it out if you just base it on just astrology. It's not going to work because
No.
that's not what causes it. It's caused by the sun, the moon, being in different places and in different whatever phases, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
And the temperatures that it causes causes the effect of what
Right. And
happens
the
in the
distance it is
gas.
from
atmosphere.
each, from Capricorn to the other one or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Capricorn and
Yeah.
Cancer. Yeah,
Yeah. Cancer. Yeah.
Hey, Roger.
that's yes.
Hey, I'm not so sure Terry Eicher was right about portals being seasons.
Months. Wait, yeah, months. I don't know if it's seasons.
I don't
Or
know if that's it either,
It was
but it doesn't explain a lot in the Bible about that.
because
No.
well, it's not explained at all in the Bible. This is the book of
Well,
Enoch.
you know what I mean. It's extras
Yeah.
that they took out, but yeah.
So he also said that there was 12 portals, right? But back then there was 13 months.
Right, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
there wouldn't be 12 portals because there's a reset month.
13 is 13, dog.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying. It's kind of like, Jesus was in the ground for 3 days and then he rose from the dead. There's just like certain things that just are. You know what I'm saying? Like, how else do you explain it? I don't know.
Well, they made a mythology out of that too. They tried to.
Well, I
And
mean,
the-
some people will tell you that when they talk about the 24 elders surrounding the throne of God that comes down out of heaven in Revelation is all about the cycle and all about the different chromosomes in your body and all this other bullshit. But you know what? There's no confirmation of it. Even though I believe that there might be some truth to that, it would make sense. Christos being oil, it would make sense that since the oil actually does travel up your spine and back down again, that does make sense that it would match up. But what does that mean? Like, what would that actually mean to me if I decided that that's what it meant? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
how would
stop and think about creation, dude. Did God create us in His what again?
image?
There you go.
But
I
it's
think that answers
because,
the question.
but the reason why he says that, I think, is because you have to see it. Because everything is visual in this world. Like everything is based on your visual. You know what I'm saying? What you see through your eyes just tells you everything about reality and everything about who you are and where you are and what you are, right? That's what image of means, I think. It's not just about us being like him in personality or good and bad on both sides. I think it has more to do. But that's just my opinion, of course.
Yeah,
Ryan,
I got
your
you.
opinion is very dark for the blind people of the world.
Good one.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that
So-
was an insult or a
Yeah.
compliment, but I'll take it. What it is.
I want to do a show for Drunk Debunk just because he did a show about me. Just turnabout, I want to do a
So
short.
you're gonna lower yourself to his level. Is that
No.
what you're saying?
I'm going to raise myself above his level, dude.
Oh, right.
Is it like a rebuttal on the episode that he did, or
If pretty much, you might say, I want to show him how foreshortening works, lensings work.
Yeah, but
and
we've done it over and over and over on the show. You tell
I
me
know.
he didn't watch it? Come on.
No, he's trimming out shit that he thinks that fits his model.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatnot.
but
Yeah.
that's because he's a dickhead and he's a liar. That has nothing to do with reality.
Yeah, no, but
You're a liar. You're a liar.
He's got quite a little bit of an audience over there that think we're right.
Well, you know what? Liars like each other. They hang out with each other.
Yeah, I noticed.
They enjoy each other. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Camaraderie among thieves. Think about it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. It sounded good.
They haven't really looked into the whole topic, and they have excuses for everything too.
They just don't. No, it doesn't seem like they've gone into it. It seems like they have. They just don't want to accept it. It's like, no, that's couldn't be possible. There's no way that everybody that I went to school with lied to me. It's just not possible. I get why people think that because I thought it too for a while.
Well, they actually kind of believe
with
it.
for years.
They don't really think about it. They just believe what they're told. Dude. Do you really?
But see, I always thought for myself anyway. I never really wanted to think for someone else or be on someone's side. I've always been like a rogue and the guy that sticks up for the guy who everybody hates or everybody picks on. I'll be the guy who sticks up for that guy. Just because I'll be like, well, why is everybody picking on him for? He's just sitting over there being quiet by himself, and you guys are all attacking him. Like, what the fuck did he really do? I don't see him doing anything. You guys are just talking a bunch of shit.
It happens a lot.
Well, that's just how I am, though. That if I see somebody get picked on, I'll stick up for him. I don't give a shit. Why not?
Wish me luck in my endeavors to Antarctica. And you got anything else you want to add here? I'm going to Mordor. I'm going to drop the ring in the fiery pit of whatever the hell it is.
You're going to burn it up in the whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah.
I'm
fire,
taking the ring with me. Yeah.
lava. Where,
That's badass, Roger.
Well, I watched a little short that Ryan did, Saab's son. He did a little legal skit about Trump, what he would have done if he was Frodo. He
Hey,
would have taken.
go back real quick because earlier y'all said something about you can't see the Orion in the summer in the north.
well, I'm not saying you can't see it. I'm saying that it comes around at a different time of the day. You'll
No, I'm
probably see
saying
it, but it'll
that
be like early in
in
the
North
evening.
America. Oh, you're talking about like the seasonally, like I could see it in North America
Yeah,
in the winter,
like
but not in
okay,
the
if you
summer.
let's say you go out at night, what time does it get dark? It gets dark at a different time every night during the summer, right? Because the days get longer and then they get shorter, right? You get where I'm coming from? So every night, if you go outside, right as it gets dark, right as the sun's completely down and it's dark, and you go look out
The
and you
sun
find
will
out where
go.
Orion's at, and then you do that at the same time at every time, you'll notice that it's in a different spot every time.
The sun
Every
will
night
go
it
from
kind of
one
moves. It's moving
latitude,
like clockwork
you
to the
know,
right or
and then
clockwise.
back again. But the stars will move around once in a year. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll spin once in a year. So in the
Right?
wintertime,
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. It's just like, but
the
then you have
summer.
the wandering stars that do their things during the months, right? Basically how it works, right?
But after 1 year, the constellations, like our birth month, we all get, the stars will be moving in the sky once a month, 1 degree.
And if stars really are just frequencies that somehow affect us emotionally or physically or whatever the hell you want to believe, right? Then maybe it does make sense that there's some way to predict or to judge, like, like maybe what you tend to side on or what you tend to like want to be like if you're born in a certain month. Sometimes I wonder about it. Like sometimes it's like hit and miss, and sometimes it's right on. But it's interesting how if they can predict when to plant vegetables and that works, then why wouldn't it work on people's emotions? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna call myself a vegetable.
But I'm not
Just
saying
saying.
I believe in that astrology. I'm just saying that it does make sense that, like, if vegetables can be planted at certain times of the year and it's like the best time right after this or that happens, that makes sense to me if it's really true.
It's sad,
So
dude.
why wouldn't it affect people's
Last year,
emotions or other parts of it?
this is the last
Just
year
like,
you're gonna be able to plant according to the stars because the farmer's almanac is going bye-bye. It's going the way of the dodo bird. It's the
Whatever.
last.
Jeez, no. They're not going to stop making it. Are they really going to stop making it?
Yeah,
Is that
this
really?
No, it's
the last year
they're
of the
not
farmer.
going to print it.
Man, that's a moment to cry.
Roger, you only need one farmer's almanac. You don't need a new one every year. You just buy
I
one
know, but
because it's interesting and there's something else to read in there.
Yeah, that's what it's there for. It's like
It's a
politics.
conspiracy.
It's going to change next year. It's
The only thing you
conspiracy.
change, it tells you in the almanac if you want to go forward a year. Like if you have a year before almanac, it tells you how to figure out exactly how to clock everything back into place. Like it changes a little bit, but it's all a pattern.
I get
Big
it.
cycle.
Well, they're messing with some of the cycle when they can. They are spraying stuff in the air. So.
Well, yeah, but that's not going to change it drastic. Well, you wouldn't
Drastically,
think
yeah.
so.
I hope not.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it rained a lot, and it's been cold as shit. It usually doesn't get rain. Doesn't in California? It doesn't usually get cold and rain at the same time. It's weird for it to get like a northern wind.
We're like for the last 2 weeks, we usually have cold weather and snow up to this point. But now here in Denver, this year we had like a almost summer like weather for the last couple of weeks.
It's like that during the day, and then it's fucking freezing ass cold at night, and there's ice on your car when you get up in the morning. It's weird.
It's global warming, buddy. I know it.
No, it's not. It's just that time of year, bro. Like where you have these weird, like the sun is warm enough, but because of the cloud cover that comes in the evening, it just makes it cold. You know what I mean? It blocks out the sun quicker, and it makes it get cold faster. But then in the summertime, when the air is warmer, then you don't get all the fog. The fog burns off, and it stays burned off for most of the day, so it ends up getting hotter. It's that simple, really.
Yeah. Anybody got more last thoughts besides this?
No,
no,
because I'll just go off on another tangent.
Yeah, no. We'll have a corner this week for you. I'll give you.
I know you always say that, and then my internet doesn't work.
Well, you need to get that laptop broken out and get it up and running, man.
Well, if I could make a tent out here that held water, then I could bring my computer out here. But I don't trust it. Last time I brought it out here, it got wet and almost ruined it.
We'll send a group of flat earthers over to help you fix that up.
What I need is a good tablet that has really good Wi-Fi, so that way I can stay connected with it.
Oh, there you go. You need really good Wi-Fi too.
Well, I have really good Wi-Fi, but for some reason there's like anomalous shit with my house. I think there's some kind of creepy hole in hell or something that empties out of here.
You got a poltergeist, bro. Go live.
Oh no,
I-
they're
no,
here.
You know what? You know what's funny about that is that there was one night where I was in my garage, and I swear to God, I felt the hair on my ear move, and I heard a voice, and it scared the fuck out of me because I was in pitch darkness, and it scared the fuck out of me. But I kept thinking to myself, it had to have been my own voice. Like maybe I squeaked or something, and then it bounced off of something I was standing next to in the dark, and it scared me like that. But it really freaked me out so much for like a couple of days. I was like fucking freaked out about it. I was like, was that real? You know, like then I decided that it wasn't.
That's how they get you, bro. I'm telling you, go with your
I'll
first
tell you,
instinct.
yeah.
That was the devil.
Yeah,
No.
your house
The
is
devil
possessed.
wouldn't waste his time talking to me because I don't listen to him.
I'm kidding.
So, Chris, are you doing a show anytime soon? You got any more stuff you gonna put out?
I think the next one I'm going to do is on lightning, and that might be probably in the next couple of days. Tomorrow,
Lightning, huh?
You should talk to See Lightning. He'll come over.
No, that's
Yeah.
nothing to do
Well,
with it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
put
one of
it-
his favorite things.
You should talk
I'll
to
schedule
people.
it. So See Lightning, if you see it, come in and I'll post a link.
I want you to explain. I want to ask you some questions about it after you do a show, or I'll come on there and ask you some questions.
There you go.
Yeah. And-
Have
I want to know
panel
why
show.
they use.
There
I
you
want to
go.
know why they use lightning striking for the devil showing up all the time. They always use that metaphor.
That's thunder. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
There's
but what
a
if-
lot of little
what if-
things going on with lightning. That's why I'm doing
I
its
have
own
seen
little
some
stream.
weird ass shit in the air, in the sky, and during storms before. I've seen some wicked ass shit that just made my mind go, "What?"
He's got some
like,
pretty
I've
cool
seen
videos
I've seen
too.
A
He can
beam
bring it
of
over.
light like bending in the sky was like bending back and forth. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I seen a fireball fly through my neighborhood one day. I was just flipping the fuck out, dude.
I think I still have that video somewhere in my phone.
The one
Remember?
I sent you the end of it, right?
Yeah, you sent me. Yeah,
I only had like a few seconds left of it, but you should grab it and zoom in on it and see if you can get a good look. Because you can see it's a fireball. I'm not fucking lying about it. It's real. It's not a joke.
nice. All right, guys.
But
I'll say
I
good
can't
night to
explain it
everybody.
any more than anybody else probably could.
No, but I mean, looking at it is pretty cool. At least.
But you know,
All
I'll
right,
tell you
guys.
the weirdest part. One last thing, and I'll shut up. The weirdest
What?
part about it is that the light that it emitted did not make your face warm. You know how normally when you see a fireball, like you see any kind of flame, how you feel the heat from it? Didn't
Yeah.
feel any heat, and this thing was huge. It was
Yeesh.
huge fireball. So I don't know how to explain that. But
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I want to touch on Coriolis next show. So next stream I'll do.
yeah,
I'll
oh
just
boy, we're gonna talk about something that doesn't exist. Okay.
no, but the effect is obvious what it describes, but does it actually happen? I don't think so.
It's a bunch of
All right,
horse
gentlemen. Say good night to everybody. Bye, guys. Thanks for
All right.
stopping in and putting up with us
Yeah.
for the last 2 hours
We're
practically.
incorrigible.
Incorrigible. We just don't listen to people, man. We questioned our teachers. Some of us I was really interested in science personally. But I mean, I had questions for them, and when they didn't give me
Oh, dude, I drove my
something I
science
could wrap my
teacher
head around, that just it's not really science. All right.
Well, no,
Night,
like
guys.
biology, I was fascinated by it. I dug
were?
it. When I get to high school, I loved science. I got it. That was one of the things I got like a B, a C in, even though I normally got D's and F's on everything. Deliberately though.
I didn't get good grades because I didn't do my homework.
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
good on the.
I refused to do my homework. Exactly.
I was
Like,
at home.
fuck
I
you.
was doing stuff, man. Yeah.
And you know what? One of my uncles told me one time, he goes, "Why the fuck do they send work home with you?" He goes, well, "You're there for 8 fucking hours a day. Do you realize how long of the day? Because that's 1/3 of the day, and they can't fucking teach you how to fucking read and write in that fucking amount of time, and they got to send the shit home with you." I was like, "You're
Yeah,
right.
it's-
Fuck these motherfuckers."
Think about how much of your life they suck out of you in that process.
They do.
dude.
And you know what? All you're really doing is walking around between class to class and sitting at a desk and reading the stupid shit they give you. That's really all they really do in high school. They don't do shit anymore. They just basically give them. They tell them this is the part you need to read, and you got to memorize it. You got to write some notes on it, and then go home, and then that's all they do. And then they come back the next day and they test you on it. You either know it or you don't. They don't give a fuck.
Well, I got two names. I got two names for you: Rockefeller and Maxwell. Those are the people that educated you as a child. They put the textbooks out that you read in school.
Hoffman and Mifflin, I think were the ones that I wrote when I was a kid.
All right.
That was one of those
since we played Terry Eicher, I'm going to play him out.
Actually, there's a whole bunch of stuff that they put out, and then the school system picks it. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Nobody went out and actually learned real stuff in the real world. You're not in school. You don't.
No, that's the weird part is that I had to actually learn how to balance a checkbook on my own because they didn't teach that in school.
Yeah, I had to do the same one. My grandma taught me how to do that.
But they will not teach you how to balance a fucking checkbook.
Yeah, they don't. They want your checkbook for their own.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're a kid, right? You're not an adult yet. Yeah. So I guess they just figured you'll figure it out when you turn 18. All they tell you is that you have to go and get a driver's license and that you have to go sign up for the military. That's all they ever tell you. Because remember, that's what everybody kept telling me. Oh, you got to sign up for the whatever national service or whatever. I'm like, fuck you guys. Why should I do that?
I don't know. Become more complacent. All right, here we go. I'm going to play this. Say good night. Bye, guys.
Can I get any more? Good night. Love y'all.
There's a ceiling made of whispers high above our heads, where the sun paints the morning and the moon treads soft instead. The stars are holes in a curtain, or so the wise ones say, a veil that keeps the secrets where the ancient truths stay. They never speak its name. A circle of silence hiding the flame. The dome, they guard it in the night, while we chase the horizon, blinded by its light. They spoke in tongues of granite, in times we can't recall, mapped the heavens with their chisels, their echoes in the hall. But now we build our towers and reach, but still can't find the edge of what encases the shroud that binds our minds. Do you see it when the sky turns red? Or feel it when the clouds have fled? The dome, a fortress made of air, mystery eternal, though we search everywhere. The dome, where the hidden shadows keeps its way.